Testing. Testing my voice. Looks good. Just gonna play that back to make sure. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Sounded good. If I was gonna lie, I'd say that sounded bad. The connection's all off. But no, it's all in good order. We're about ready to start this show. This is gonna be close to 17 minutes of a couple screenshots to open it up, and then screen recordings of Rogan with Baker, and then a little bit also of Matei, Iverson, Helper, and Blumenthal. Five, four, three, two, one, start. Okay, we've started 20 seconds of this screenshot, and then 20 seconds of Baker. Mr. CIA Mike Baker. Rogan's been on lately with a lot of junkies, like weird looking people. Bono, Jim Lampley, Jim Norton, some clown, Jim Norton. Total deformed loser, junkie, trash. Mike Baker sent in. Mike Baker is not his handler. Mike Baker is just another junkie who may or may not have been in the CIA. Here's on to Helper. I'm here. Play by play. She's done as a viable face. No one wants to look at that. No, I mean, the people she's working with do not want to look over at her. I know this because I studied the decline of Steve Poikonen, who no one has ever heard of. Yet, the losers tied directly to the hip of Convo Couch and Jimmy Jean, Microcosm, Donkey Till. They tied those clowns together. Yeah, Helper likes to flash her arms around and overcompensate. This guy Matei is clearly, well, they're all mind controlled. They're being led by AI words on a screen. He's creased right there. He does the eye thing. So I suspect they've seen the video. They've seen those screenshots of Iverson, how she does that funky thing with her eye. Now she's gonna end up doing it on the opposite eye, which to me makes me wonder if she reversed the image. Somehow these people, she did a lean over and then she was upset with herself. She's clearly making face there. She's shaking her head. I hope that causes neck damage to these assholes. These are the scum of the earth, and I wish them the worst possible outcomes for health and happiness. I don't really have to worry about it for that type of hope because it's evident that they destroyed their brains and their faces and that they're mind controlled by teleprompters. And that maybe they didn't realize they were reading AI. Maybe in the back of their minds they realized it. Soon enough, we're going to go back to Rogan with Baker. She can't control her face, so she's making all those sort of dramatic movements, or she's trying to emote some type of inner anything to distract from that. They're bouncing around on teleprompters. One could mathematically chart out the movements of her head, and then they might see why, what I mean by that. I want them to damage their necks and their eyes with that unnatural movement. I want to save everyone else from these losers. Right there, she can't control her cheeks, her whole face right there. And it gets worse and worse for this person, who I suspect is a Scientologist. Now, when I see, if you, at the left side, from our view, her left jaw looks bigger than the right side. I might be wrong. She's squinting like, I recall like it would be her other eye. Like right there, it seems to be the other eye that does that. And then I see that her jaw, I suspect that she reversed the image on this. I see that a lot of people attempt that. They're just bouncing around from teleprompter to teleprompter, and every single one of them is scripted and doing the same exact nonsense. And it goes on the right wing side too. Tim Pool, all of them are in on it. This guy Joe Rogan looks like he's about to cry, and that'll be in the title or somehow. That's the gist of what I'm trying to get across here, that they gaslight Rogan with all these really down and out guests lately, like that I mentioned a little bit before. Jim Lampley. It doesn't get much worse than Jim Lampley. There's the thumb. They have a thumb fixation. It's like they suck their thumbs. It's like they never got past childhood. They never got past the conditioning. They never became whole. They're using the hand. Oh, a lot of them, this seems to be recent, where they're holding up one hand like a Kabbalah. And they're all doing it. So they're all told what to do to distract. Now this bitch, he's trying. They're presenting it like he's in conversation with Baker. Yet there's no way they're doing anything but reading off of hidden teleprompters. This is play-by-play. They can't control their faces. We'll see that with Blumenthal later on. It's the Fiorella thing where it seems like they got Novocaine and they can't move their mouth around. It takes them so much, like right there. It seems like they have to force the issue to get the mouth to move around. So now he looks like he's crying. He looks old. This he seems to subconsciously be revealing that he has dark thoughts inside, and he's tired of, he's not happy. He made a, I think that was a like right there he'd be close to where Baker should be, but if one takes the time to look, they'll see that that's unnatural head movements right there, Baker. And I suspect Joe Rogan's thinking, this is not sustainable. People can see that we're reading. See, without you take away my channel, and there's nothing, then there's nothing saying what I say. But my channel's real. My channel has existed, and I've been pointing out this little fact over and over again for over 2-3 years. And it's instantaneous once one realizes that we're being effed with. It's easy to quit this. It's easy to see that there are no real comments and that it's AI. It's easy to put these clowns on mute, put it on closed caption, put it at the slow speed to read it, to study it, to be an adult and confront these asswipes. It's called the U.S. military, and they're the scum of earth, fucking with us. And they deserve capital punishment for this. They know it's wrong. All one has to do is put the mirror up to them, and the illusion's gone. He's shaking his head back and forth. You put it on slow motion, and you see exactly what they're doing. Oh, he loves going to this angle, the TV angle. Oh, he did the nose thing. I put up a photo of Ali Sheedy eating a sandwich, and she scrunches up her nose. And then I see these people doing it, and I'm thinking, did they see that? Did they see did they see Kim Iverson with that eye, which she closes one eye? Now, Kim Iverson didn't invent that. I've seen other people do that before. I see exactly what these people do. And they're all in this sort of la la land where they think they put the fingers in their ears, talking about the so-called deep state, COINTELPRO, whatever we want to call them. They're proverbially putting fingers in their ears and going, we're not listening. We can't see this. We're going to ignore this. And here's Baker. On the surface, he's into, we're going to bring some normality to the situation. He's doing that shaking thing with his head, which causes discomfort in the viewer. They're trying to hurt the viewer. They're trying to get us to reproduce in our own minds that unnatural angles of the nodding. So what I'm doing is I'm wishing them severe damage to their necks from doing that. I do advise people to not watch this garbage. There he is with the chicken face syndrome, deformed effing Joe Rogan in the toilet. And then they go into crazy man mode to give that face relief. Right there, he did it. The nose thing popping in. He's got a little fucking munchkin face on like a bigger body. He doesn't look normal. He's gonna suck his thumb again. Right there, the nose. It just crunch. I call it a nose crunch. Here he is moving his hand around, and they don't realize that entrains them. The arm flapping then triggers muscle memory, and it makes it worse for their faces. They don't realize when they do face yoga, it makes it worse. There he is again. You can see his thumb. And here's Mike Baker trying to normalize the situation. Maybe Mike Baker did train him on how to read the teleprompter and stuff, and how to shake the head. Then Tucker Carlson does that. So I'm wishing them severe damage to their necks from doing that. And I'm asking good people to keep in mind what they're doing and how they're effing with us. And that the more people know that they're scripted and full of it, the better. And that it's working. Whatever I did worked. It's like LeBron James was complaining about the bubble playoff during COVID when there was no one in the stands. He said it didn't feel right. It didn't seem, it made it more difficult. Like they actually like having the fans, and they like all that stuff. And then when it was empty, it was raw, and that's what I've tried to do, is make it raw and distill it, slow it down, and show exactly what these people are up to. I think they try to talk fast. They talk even faster than they should because they just want the words out there. They want to control us through words and narratives and the news cycle. And I studied this crap for a master's degree. I studied mass culture. He's got, that's another subconscious thing. He had like a handgun up to his skull. Rogan did. And now there's no way, now looking at Baker, there's no way their eyes are lining up. And now we're moving on from that. Just over 2 minutes to go. Here's Blumenthal. If one concentrates on his lower half of his face, they can see that Fiorella type thing where they have trouble getting the words out. They seem to have trouble moving their mouths around. He's swaying, reading off of the teleprompter. This is like 2 or 3 hours with Mate. I busted this whole thing up. They can't win. They can't defeat truth. They can't overpower reality. I can overpower their reality because it's fake. And I've been claiming it's fake since 2007. That's 18 years ago. He's bitter. They're all bit. That's like he did the nose crunch thing and then he did a fake scratch because he didn't want people to see. That's why you'll see these people hiding behind microphones. Some of them. You'll see them reverse the cameras. Women reverse the cameras. I haven't really seen guys doing that too much. I'm not sure that Iverson was reversing the camera there. I suspected a little bit. Maybe I'm wrong. But I do see that they fake. That's a crazy man mode because she lost control of the face. So basically, they're mind controlled by what they're reading off of teleprompters. We got about a half minute to go. Then we're done. She moved closer to the screen. She's doing that neck thing where I'm wishing them damage to their necks. Right there, she's shaking her neck. I don't want us to fixate on what they're doing. They're doing it. That's them. That's not us. Don't forget that. So I wish them severe damage to their necks. They're already mentally damaged. I've already seen that a few of them quit permanently, like Debbie Lusignan and frickin' Matthew North, not even a real name. And then the people reporting on Matthew North, they can't be trusted. I reported on Lusignan, and then others followed me, and so they tried to cover it up, what I came up with on Debbie Lusignan. She went on a plane, and I outed it. That she was doing an agitprop on a plane, and it was clearly Debbie Lusignan. And then she ended her life, like I don't know the dates well, but after I made videos on her, she took her life. Adrian Lamo, I tweeted at him. I called him rat and a lot of stuff. Just human to human, like telling them, look, you're scum of earth. That's what I tell these people. I've now informed Joe Rogan, Max Blumenthal, Mate, Jimmy Dore. The lowlifes know all about me. The lowlifes no one has heard of know all about me. And most of them, a lot of them quit. And now these people right here, they know me too. It's not admitted. I learned a long time ago through that guy Rauhauser that they watch our videos without adding to the view count. Rauhauser used to make links to my blog, and he'd say, "Go to this link," and he won't get any statistics for it. They show their cards. They don't expect any of us to be able to penetrate the fourth wall. Okay, that's it. I'm stopping right here. Take care, everyone. This is frickin' demented what's going on. But at least one of us fucking did something about it. And I'm not saying do anything stupid or make threats or anything. I'm just saying I fucking stepped up to the plate and exposed this whole fucking thing. And what I've done here is even beyond what Watergate revealed. And that I'm free. And that it didn't work. It took me a long time to free myself up here. But that it happened. And I did break off. I did figure out a way to break off. And I also figured out a way to get into their skulls. To get into their skulls and to metaphorically to just start chopping into it. Fucking chopping them up. Because God told me to do this. God told me. God told me to strike down the bad people, to expose them. No, I am not Satan. They're the ones who believe in Satan. That's them, not us.